Thank you so much to those of you supporting the channel on Patreon, including the big patron of the month, the Nerd Therapist. Thank you. Hello, Pokemon Masters! My name is Berkey Patobi, and thank you for clicking on this video. A brand new region is here with a whole new roster of incredible creatures to capture. I myself have been journeying around capturing all the new Pokemon of Galar. And just in case you don't want spoilers, I will be covering like all of the new Pokemon here. Because today's topic is about new Pokemon, and it's about which ones Ash Ketchum will be catching on his new journey. The Pokemon animated series, the TV show, looks like it's really evolving and adapting, and I personally think these art cards showing off like a little bit of what the first few episodes are about are great. Personally, with the Alola arc, I only watch from time to time. I dipped in for the important stuff. I think I'm going to follow this. Ash Ketchum is not only back in Kanto, he's traveling all over the world, and presumably catching new Pokemon. Which ones will he catch? Well, we're going to go through the Pokedex and find out. Starting, of course, with the starter Pokemon. Sobble, Grookey, and Scorbunny. The 3 new starter Pokemon. And by the way, this video is sponsored. Sponsored by Character Toys, who make all of these incredible Pokemon plushes. These are like the official ones, and with Christmas coming up, maybe you know, your parents are asking you, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Or maybe you're trying to think as a gift for a loved one, a child, a niece and nephew. And you're thinking, I know they're a Pokemon fan, or maybe you want them to be a Pokemon fan, get them into it, you know, be a good role model. And you're thinking, well, what do we get them? Well, of course, as part of the newest range, they have the Sobble, Grookey, and Scorbunny. These are the 3 starter Pokemon in the newest Pokemon adventure. Usually, everyone has a preference. Mine is Grookey. That's why it's in the middle. It's the best. I also love Sobble. Look at his sad little face. And Scorbunny is, yeah, Scorbunny's fine. Okay, I actually can't be that mad. Look how happy he is. Anyway, on top of that, they actually sent me out a whole big box for other stuff for your Christmas wish list. It did have a nice ribbon on it before, but I'm impatient. Classic Pokemon like Jigglypuff. You can go in there. There is the Pokeball belt set, which I'm gonna admit will probably help the onesie look. I have my Pokeballs! And there are sets with all sorts of options of pretty much, are these to scale? Yeah, scale for battle. Let's put some of these out. And there we go. And thank you so much to Character Toys for sponsoring this. Obviously, growing up, I played with a lot of Pokemon toys, and so to kind of be officially sponsored by the people who make those toys, it just makes me think of all the Christmas wish lists that I made when I was younger and all the stuff that I would have loved to have gotten. Now I get sent it. Actually, yeah, at age 25, if someone bought me this for Christmas, I'd be perfectly happy. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump back to Ash Ketchum in the Galar region, and which starter is he gonna catch? Obviously, our options are Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny, except I'm going to immediately eliminate Scorbunny, and not because it's my least favourite, but just because in this new adventure, Ash is joined by the character of Go, who already has a Scorbunny, and generally speaking, Ash doesn't have the same Pokemon as one of the other characters at the same time as that adventure. We've seen Ash travel with May, and like they both had Bulbasaur, they both had Squirtle, but this was at different times in the story. And even though Ash did bring his Bulbasaur to meet May's Bulbasaur, he didn't catch it at the same time. That's just not the way that the TV show likes to roll. It's all about the character of the Pokemon. So similarly, I think Sobble and Sobble's evolution line will not happen. And this is because Sobble, bless him, he sobs. He's sad. In his mid-stage evolution, he's having some confidence issues, and as Inteleon, he's a spy. And that is, I think, a great character arc for a rival, or for a companion character who Ash Ketchum helps. But Ash Ketchum is a very confident young person. He's always charging into battle, talking to strangers. He is one of the most confident people you could meet, and I think a Pokemon like Sobble doesn't really suit him. Grookey, on the other hand, with its evolutions, loud. I mean, Grookey's evolution is a drummer. This is a Pokemon that absolutely Ash will have on his team. Moving along, the next Pokemon in the Pokedex I think he will have is the Korbinite evolution line. I don't know whether he'll get the whole line or just Korbinite. Other than Toucanon, I'm pretty sure Ash Ketchum has caught every single regional bird, so, I mean, that's a pretty big sign that Korbinite will happen. But Korbinite also has quite a big role in Sword and Shield as a Pokemon that can Gigantamax, or a Pokemon that does the taxi service, and I just think Korbinite for his team makes a lot of sense. Looking kind of at the final evolutions here, we've got Greendent, which I think is a no-go. Ash doesn't usually catch like Raticate and Bidoof and that kind of Pokemon. The Rodent Pokemon are never usually part of his team, so I'm going to say no. Wooloo and its evolution will definitely belong to a companion character, but not to Ash. Eldegoss is a Pokemon belonging to one of the first gym leaders of Galar, so I don't see Ash using it basically for that reason. Because Pokemon kind of needs to be something that's like a first boss and not something that he's familiar with. I don't know, it's loose reasoning, but that's what I'm thinking. Nickit and Thievul, I'm thinking, are they're dark types, so they're definitely a rival or even a Team Rocket Pokemon. Yamper, we've seen one of the side characters have, so I don't think he's going to have a Yamper line. I'm not feeling it for Alchemy. I can't see Ash with that Pokemon. Not really a great reason, just don't see it. I think also with Alchemy's different forms being a gimmick, you can see episodes, or you could see it being an episodic Pokemon, that they visit a town where there's all these different Alchemy, but it's not something that you'd have on his team because of the various form changes. The Ladybug thing is just an absolute no-go. Morpeko, no, because he's never had another Pikachu clone. Dreadnought. Now, Dreadnought I could see happening. I think Dreadnought is actually a very likely candidate of his team. Because Dreadnought, you can kind of imagine it being really, really grumpy, but at the same time, you can imagine it, you know, with that happy expression. Like, it finds a trainer that makes it happy and less grumpy and, you know, and it just needs a bit of affection. I could see Ash and Dreadnought. I could see that happening. You know, he's also previously raised, I think, Torterra and Squirtle and Torkoal. Actually, yeah, wow, Ash Ketchum loves Tortoise Pokemon, didn't even realize that. Hatterene is very witch-like, and I'm just not sure that I see Ash Ketchum and this Pokemon kind of being in the same team. Barraskewda and Cramorant, again, are very much based around a gimmick, so I can't see them being on the same team. I can imagine another character having a Cramorant, because Cramorant, when it uses Surf, sometimes picks up Barraskewdas and sometimes picks up Pikachu, and I think we're going to see that in the TV show for sure. Sandaconda doesn't really have any discerning kind of features that I think would make it a good character. Poltegeist is definitely a Team Rocket Pokemon. I can imagine James having a Poltegeist on his team. The Roly-Poly line, maybe with Ash. I'm going to put a solid maybe on this one, just because he has used Roggenrola and Boldore before. I think while you could get a really good character out of the final evolution, I think it's quite hard to turn the middle stage into a character, you know, because it's essentially a trolley carrying, you know, rocks, coal. It's a minecart, I guess. Elephant Pokemon, I'm not feeling. Impidimp in its evolutions, I think, again, are very Team Rocket or rival-like. Jessie, I could see Jessie using Impidimp. Haha! Okay, next one on the Pokedex, Toxtricity. This is absolutely an Ash Ketchum Pokemon. Look at it, he's such a cool dude. Like, I could see this Pokemon on Ash Ketchum's team. 100%. The two bug Pokemon, the Moth and the Centipede, as cool as they are, I don't think Ash Ketchum would use these Pokemon. No particular reason, to be honest, I just personally don't see it. The Octopus, no. Duraludon, no. Stonjourner, or however you pronounce it, no. The Urchin and Indeedee, I think these individual Pokemon, they're all kind of, again, episodic Pokemon. It's an episode of the TV show, the animated series, where Ash Ketchum will encounter the Pokemon and work out its specific gimmick or trait. I can't see them being used by Ash. Now, Applin, Flapple, or Appleton. Flapple and Appleton are a spranched evolution, and I could totally see Ash Ketchum getting one of these Pokemon. I don't know which. I think Appleton has a lot of character about it, but I don't know. It could go either way. I think Appleton, though, is totally possible. Kind of reminds me of Goodra a little bit. I don't think the Penguin's a goer, and I think Dracopult, as cool as it is, as much as I love it, with Dracopult carrying its babies around with it, like, you never see Ash Ketchum use, like, Mantine, because Mantines sometimes have Remoraid's attached to them in their artwork, or Kangaskhan that has a baby, because then it's like, well, does the show treat them as separate characters or one part of the same character? And I think with Dracopult, with all the Dreepy crawling over it, again, it's just how do you work that in as characters? I cannot see Phalanx happening. I don't think that's going to happen. And the 4 fossil Pokemon, that is a no-go. That is definitely an episode of the show that is you know, based on the gimmick of these fossils. And also in terms of legendary Pokemon, I won't spoil the legendary Pokemon, but I don't think he'll catch any legendary Pokemon this time around. Though, of course, he's very likely to team up with either the Sword or Shield Doggo. Could totally happen. Out of all of the regional variants that make the most sense to me is the new Farfetch'd and Sirfetch'd. Sirfetch'd, to me, there's something about it, I'm like, yeah, Ash Ketchum would use that Pokemon. That leaves us with the Grookey evolution line, the Corviknight evolution line, Dreadnought and Toxtricity, Appleton, Galarian Farfetch'd, so that makes 6 already. Pikachu will obviously be on his team, so that's actually 7 Pokemon, and maybe the Roly-Poly. I'm going to say no for now. So 7 right there. However, that doesn't mean that we won't see any of Ash's old Pokemon, because actually, a handful, they got new Gigantamax forms. Obviously, we will see Gigantamax Pikachu on Ash's team. That is going to happen. But Kingler, Lapras, Charizard, and Butterfree all have Gigantamax forms, and all of these are Pokemon owned at the moment, or at some point, by Ash Ketchum. I could see it happening. What do you think, 1990s Gigantamax Pikachu? Yeah, you look so sad and scared. I'm sorry, I love you very much, but you do not look as nice as all of the new, you know, starter Pokemon. Just the sheer care and quality that has gone into making these toys, making these plushes. Character Toys, who are, again, today's sponsor, have done an absolutely fantastic job bringing the Pokemon to life. If you've got a Christmas wish list or you want to ask for something for Christmas, you know, of course, let people know who is your favorite starter or check out some of the figurines they have. Again, links down below, and thank you for them for the sponsorship. Let me know what you think about who Ash Ketchum's team would be. I'm feeling pretty good about my choices, and I guess we'll see in kind of 3 years when this arc of the show wraps up. We'll have a chance to look back and see if I was right. I'm definitely thinking Grookey. And of course, Soul High Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!